Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 75 Days of Kingdom Hearts. My name is Justin, KewlImp, and that other host of names you've never heard me say. Today I have something that all the big dogs have been covering, and it was bound to happen, so I'm going to do it. That subject is Xehanort's eyes being a different color in the opening trailer or the teaser, whatever you'd like to call it. Now, as we begin this, I know a lot of people have already done their videos on this, and I announced it once I'd already written the episode that I'd already done it. If you check my Twitter, you'll find it there. I'm not just playing copycat here. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this. Although the opening is largely metaphoric and allegorious, I think is the right way to pronounce that word, I have a good idea on why his eyes are changing colors throughout the trailer. This is most likely because he has decided to no longer just sit back and plan, read the tome, if he actually has access to the Book of Prophecies. Or he is at a point where he is choosing to no longer sit at this place and study. Now, the question is, we don't know what their status is as we begin that trailer. 2, this trailer looks like it takes place after the chess match that they have in the earlier games. Unlike, while he is a student, he seems to be passively pushing his goals. This is made clear when the darkness is reflected in his eyes, and it shifts away from apprentice to master. And as I was saying, passive into active. This is important because doing something changes your outlook. I'm going to get a little personal with you guys. I deal with depression on a fairly regular basis. Many things, and many times I can feel it coming on and I'm aware of it. If not, my wife lets me know, hey Justin, you're not acting normal. And one of these times, I felt it coming. My manager accidentally set the fryers on fire, which was a very interesting situation. Just to go ahead and let you know, the manager did it on accident. The fryer malfunctioned, and it kicked back on the electrical current to the heaters. And although vegetable oils tend to ignite at certain points, typically, unless it is smooth directly onto those heating coils, which don't actually just go at 350 degrees or 375 degrees, it's normally a lot hotter on the coils themselves because they're heating up normally gallons of liquid. So I'm just putting that out there. So whenever the fryers kick back on and they're still coated in oil, they tend to ignite. With that said, he looks over at me and the other guy who's working with me, we'll call him JW, and he says, "Hey, Justin, is it supposed to do that? I never had a manager ask me that before." I'm like, "No." And I immediately jump into action. I know I rambled for a couple minutes here to tell that story, but that's one of those things. When you are put into a situation that requires effort and you have to take action, that typically means that you're no longer taking a passive role. So if you take a look at the act of studying versus the act of actually doing a job, that's one of those things that you can really see as a big thing. While you're studying, you tend to be inactive. Even if you're learning, if you're taking notes, it's more of a passive task rather than an active task. It's why some colleges are switching over to a learning hands-on method, because people tend to learn better that way because you're taking an active role. You can consider it the creator and the viewer dichotomy as well. Taking action is so much different from a planning point of view. Plans fall apart, and it looks like Xehanort is knowing the end game, but not knowing how he may get there, and may take Sora, it may just view Sora as an obstacle along the way, not really meant to be at the final battle. Throughout the games and the trailers we've seen so far, Xehanort has been adapting to Sora's victories, not the other way around. And that's something that is important. I don't think he's possessed, like a lot of people have been saying, and I've seen multiple videos making the possession claim. I don't think he's possessed. I think it is a mental shift, and in a largely, very, very largely metaphorical, allegorious trailer, that is super important. Whether, if you think about it, whether it's on YouTube, when you start putting up content, putting out a fire at work, taking over 13 vessels in order to summon a physical and metaphysical place of existence called Kingdom Hearts, you have a mental shift that you have to go through in order to do that. And that's why his eyes change colors. Change colors, at least in the trailer. We've never been seen any other image of Xehanort, master, apprentice, or otherwise, without the amber eyes. So it reasons the figure in this massively, massively metaphorical trailer that it is the very same thing. It is more and more of a metaphor than anything else. And that's something I think a lot of people are missing. I have a couple other videos planned dealing with the trailer specifically, so look forward to those. But the big thing that I wanted to point out with this is definitely this is something that is a metaphor, people. Now, if we start out the game and his eyes are really silver, or we find out that his eyes are silver, you'll see me make a retraction video for it. I'm imagining I'm going to have to make a few retraction videos and apologize for so many wrong theories here. It's going to be a little scary if I'm more right than wrong. So with that said, we're past the 50-day mark. I want to thank all of you who have joined me on this journey. Those who have recently come, subscribed, liked, commented. If you take a look at my old videos compared to now, you guys have been a big support for me, and I want to thank you for helping me indulge in my silly passions for making, well, I think they're stupid videos, but I'm enjoying making them. I think they're fun to do. The act of sitting down and recording a video, and even doing my simple editing with trailers or my old game or gameplay recorded specifically for these. Thank you so much. I can't say that enough. I've got more content planned from here on out, so stay tuned as we continue through this journey together. Going forward, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out, keeps me motivated to make more content. And because of that, I want you to let me know what you think. Do you think my videos are better with the trailers running in the background? Do you think it's better with my half-ass gameplay because I was really out of it that night? Please let me know down in the comments below. Share the video. And if you want to join the conversation inside my Discord, we have people who come in. We discuss theories regularly. I'm willing to discuss it casually. And we do have channels marked off specifically for for spoilers, and we do have, like I was saying, we do have sections marked off specifically for spoilers, specifically for theory discussion, in case you don't want those to be a common thing you see. With that said, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you, and please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me over at Twitch. And if you're still in the video, you're about to hear me advertise myself as I continue to move forward into this conversation. I want to say something. Even all the follows I've recently gotten has been absolutely great. The subscriptions, please keep that up. But I do have a Patreon. I have a Kickstarter coming. I'm going to try to get my Streamlabs in. And the reason I'm advertising these is because I do want to get a PS4 Pro so I can stream at least directly from that. This is one of those really interesting things I want to do more of, and I want to be able to provide the content. As always, I do want to let you know, going forward into the new year, I'm going to be starting cybersecurity classes on January 22nd. And because of that, my content up until the 29th, when the game releases, all of that content will still be a part of 75 Days of Kingdom Hearts. After that, however, I will be moving to a different time schedule, wherein it's probably 2 to 3 videos a week, but they're going to be gameplay, and whenever I'm not working, I'm going to work on making the videos. I'm going to make sure I can get as much done as possible. And more importantly, that what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing as many gameplay things as I can, beating bosses, seeing what's going on in the game, if I find something that no one else has seen. Expect all that type of content from me coming forward. That's the reason I'm looking to get the PS4 Pro, is that I can go ahead and provide that excellent content at the higher quality for you guys. With that said, my name's been KewlImp Justin. Good morning, good night, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you, and may joy be to you all.